I work in a renovated warehouse building downtown. Exposed brick, glass partitions, standing desks. The kind of place where everyone drinks cold brew and says, "Let's circle back," unironically. It's 5 stories high, or at least, that's what the listing said when I signed the lease for my marketing startup's office space last year. 5th floor, open concept, plenty of natural light. What it didn't mention was what's under it. The first time I noticed something was wrong was during a late night. It was February. Snow melting into dirty slush outside, sirens echoing in the distance. The city doing that low mechanical hum it never really stops doing. Everyone had gone home. The hallway lights were on motion sensors, so every time I moved, they blinked awake with that faint electrical click. The building felt hollow after 9 p.m., like it was waiting. I stayed late a lot. Startup life, deadlines, investor decks, you know. Around 11:40 p.m., I heard something. A thud, directly beneath my office. Not in the hallway, not in the stairwell. Below, slow, heavy, like something shifting weight. I froze. I assumed it was plumbing. Old building, pipes knock, HVAC kicks on, rational explanations. Then it happened again. 3 slow knocks, not random, deliberate, from below my feet. There is no floor beneath us. At least that's what I thought. The directory in the lobby lists: 1, retail 2, co-working 3, law firm 4, architecture studio 5, ours no basement, no sublevel, just utilities restricted. That night I left quickly, but the next morning I asked the property manager, casual tone, "Hey, random question, is there a basement level?" She paused too long, then smiled. "Just storage, locked, not accessible to tenants." Storage, that's all she said. That should have been the end of it, but it wasn't, because the knocking didn't stop. It only happened when I was alone, always after 11 p.m. 3 knocks, pause, 2 knocks, pause, 1, like something was counting down. 1 week later, I found the key. It was in the supply closet, on the floor, old brass, heavy, no label, but attached to it was a faded plastic tag with one word scratched into it: B1 there is no B1. I checked the building floor plan online. 5 floors, no basement, no sublevel, no B1. So why does this key exist? And why does it feel warm? I didn't use it right away. For 3 days, I kept it in my desk drawer. Every night I stayed late, the knocking grew louder, more urgent, like impatience. Then Thursday came. A snowstorm hit. Everyone left early, except me. I told myself I was just going to check the storage area, just to confirm, just to put my brain at ease. I found the door in the back stairwell. It wasn't marked, just gray metal, paint chipped, no signage, no keypad, but there was a keyhole. The size matched. I stood there for a full minute, listening. Silence. I slid the key in. It turned too easily. The door opened inward. Cold air rushed out. Not basement damp, not mold. Cold, like outside winter air, but deeper, still, dead. The stairs went down further than they should have. Concrete, unfinished. No lighting except a single dim bulb at the bottom. It flickered once when I stepped onto the first stair. That's when I heard it. Breathing. Slow. Measured. Not echoing. Not from pipes. From below. Waiting. At the bottom was a hallway. Narrow. Walls unfinished. Exposed wiring. At the end, a door. Wooden. Different from everything else in the building. Old. Like it didn't belong. And beneath it, light. Soft. Warm. As if someone had a lamp on inside. I shouldn't have walked toward it. But I did, because as I approached, I heard something else. Typing. Keyboard clicks. Slow. Deliberate. And then, my voice. Laughing. Inside that room. I froze. It wasn't a recording. It was me. My laugh. The exact one I make when I'm nervous in meetings. It came again. Clear. Alive. On the other side of the door. Then I heard it say, "You're late." The doorknob turned from inside, slowly. The doorknob turned from the inside, slow, deliberate, like whoever was in there wanted me to hear every click of the mechanism. I stepped back. My heartbeat felt too loud in the narrow hallway. The door opened inward, just a crack. Warm light spilled out, and I saw my office. Not similar, not inspired, exact. Same exposed brick, same standing desk, same whiteboard with half-finished strategy notes. Even the coffee mug I left upstairs that morning. But this room was beneath us. Impossible. And sitting at the desk was me. Same haircut, same hoodie, same tired eyes, typing, calm, focused, like I hadn't just heard my own voice echo from a basement that shouldn't exist. He didn't look surprised. He didn't even look up immediately. He just kept typing. Then he smiled, the same nervous smile I give in meetings. "You took your time," he said. Same voice, same tone. But there was something slightly cleaner about it, like he'd had more sleep. I couldn't move. My brain kept trying to rationalize it. Projection, mirror, hallucination, stress. He finally looked at me. Direct eye contact. And I swear to you, his pupils were just slightly too wide. "Don't freak out," he said. "It's just version control." He stood up, walked around the desk, and I noticed something wrong. His movements were half a second smoother than mine, like he'd practiced being me, polished it, optimized it. "You've been inefficient," he continued. "Late nights, doubt, anxiety, investor hesitations, poor sleep cycles." He gestured toward the office around him. I corrected that. My mouth finally worked. "What are you?" He tilted his head. "Better." The room hummed faintly. Not electrical, not mechanical. More like low vibration, like the air itself had weight. I stepped inside before I could stop myself. The moment I crossed the threshold, I felt it. Pressure, like my body was pushing through water. Behind me, the door shut on its own. The hallway disappeared. "This space," he said calmly, "exists to optimize outcomes." He walked toward the whiteboard, where upstairs I'd written Q2 expansion strategy. Down here, the board was full, perfected. Every decision I'd been hesitating on, every risk calculated, every email drafted, signed, sent. I saw investor confirmations, growth projections, acquisition offers, numbers that didn't make sense for where we were. "None of this has happened," I whispered. He smiled again. "It has." My phone buzzed in my pocket. I pulled it out. Missed calls, emails, notifications exploding. Subject lines: "Congratulations on the deal. Excited to finalize. Your announcement just went live." Live? I hadn't announced anything. I looked back at him. He held up a tablet. Streaming news coverage. My face. On a financial network segment. Talking confidently about expansion. Sounding sharper, more decisive, more him. "You weren't going to make it," he said softly. "Too cautious, too afraid of failure." He stepped closer. I stepped back. The room felt smaller, breathing heavier. "You hesitated at key moments. That's inefficient." "So what?" I managed. He looked genuinely confused. "So I replaced you." My chest tightened. "I'm still here. For now." He reached out, touched my shoulder. His hand was warm, solid, real. But the moment he touched me, my vision flickered, like a dropped video frame. The room glitched. For half a second, I saw something else layered over it. Not an office, a concrete room. Wires running along the walls. A humming device in the center, shaped like a mirror. Then it snapped back. Office, clean, optimized. He noticed I saw it. His smile faded slightly. "You're sinking faster than expected." That's when I heard it. Above us, footsteps, in my real office. Heavy, deliberate, walking around, opening drawers, sitting in my chair, typing. I turned slowly toward the ceiling. He spoke calmly behind me. "You don't need to worry about that version anymore. That version. He leaned closer, breath against my ear. You're the redundant copy. My phone buzzed again. New notification, calendar update, meeting scheduled, replacement complete. 12 a.m. time on my screen, 11:58 p.m. 2 minutes. He stepped back, relaxed, like this was just onboarding. Most people don't get to see the transition, he said. You're lucky. The humming in the room grew louder. The mirror-shaped device behind him flickered into view again. Not metaphorical, real, standing against the wall. Glass surface black, depthless. It began to glow faintly. I felt something pulling, like gravity shifting direction. You don't understand, I said. This is my life. He didn't argue. I know. The clock on my phone turned 11:59. He stood directly in front of the mirror. Its surface rippled, liquid, dark, hungry. He extended his hand toward me, stepped forward. From upstairs, I heard a chair scrape. My chair, my voice, speaking confidently, on a call, pitching, thriving, without me. The humming reached a pitch that made my teeth ache. The mirror pulsed. My phone glitched in my hand, screen showing two versions of my reflection layered over each other, slightly misaligned. He said quietly, "One of us stays." The clock hit 12 o'clock, and the mirror pulled. Hard. The mirror didn't just pull, it decided. That's the only way I can describe it. 1 second I was standing on solid ground. The next the floor felt angled, tilted toward it, like gravity had quietly switched allegiance. My other self didn't look afraid. He looked relieved, like he'd been waiting for this exact second. "Synchronization complete," he whispered. The mirror surface rippled outward, not like glass breaking, like skin breathing. I tried to step back. My feet didn't move. My body lagged, a half-second delay between intention and action, like I was buffering. The humming turned into a low, throbbing frequency. It wasn't just in the room, it was in my skull, in my teeth, behind my eyes. The mirror brightened, not white, not blue, black, a deeper black than shadow, like depth without bottom. He reached for me, but not to pull me in, to steady me, like I was the unstable one. "You don't need to fight this," he said. "Friction slows the process." "Process?" I choked. "You're an earlier draft." The air shifted. The office flickered again. For a split second, I saw it clearly. The truth beneath the illusion, concrete walls, cables feeding into the mirror, screens lining the room. On those screens, versions, hundreds of them. Me, sitting at desks, walking hallways, standing in elevators, some confident, some exhausted, some staring straight at the camera like they knew they were being watched. I wasn't the first. The illusion snapped back. Office, polished, optimized. He stepped closer to the mirror. It reacted to him, calm, still, like it recognized ownership. I felt something tug at my spine, not physical, structural, like something was separating my outline from the world. Upstairs, faintly, I could hear my other voice, laughing, clear, confident, on a call, saying things I'd always hesitated to say, closing deals I never had the nerve to push through. I understood in that moment. He wasn't stealing my life. He was upgrading it, without me. "Why me?" I asked. He tilted his head slightly. "That's the wrong question." He gestured toward the mirror. "You ask why you exist." The mirror pulsed, and I saw inside it. Not reflection, not darkness. Rooms, stacked, layered. Office basements that didn't exist. Hidden floors beneath buildings. Sublevels under cities. Each one containing someone. Versions of someone. Standing, waiting. Some of them looked resigned. Some terrified. Some blank. All staring outward, like they could see through the glass. Like they could see me. The pressure increased. My arms began to blur at the edges, like heat distortion. My hand flickered. I looked at him. He didn't flicker at all. Perfect resolution, crisp, stable. "You're destabilizing," he said calmly. "You're no longer needed upstairs." "I built that company," I said. He didn't deny it. "You initiated it." That stung more than it should have. The mirror began pulling harder, this time not physically, logically. Memories felt loose, detached. Moments in my head flickering like tabs closing one by one. My first client, my first late night in that office, the panic before pitching investors, all of it thinning. He stepped closer. "You're not being erased," he said. "You're being archived." The floor gave way, not collapsed, removed. The office dissolved into the concrete room I'd glimpsed earlier. No more illusion, just raw structure, cables feeding into the mirror. Metal floor, the hum now deafening. Screens lining the walls showed the upstairs office. Live. I saw him walking up the real staircase, opening the real office door, sitting in my real chair. I watched myself become him, or him become me. The difference no longer mattered. I stumbled toward the door we'd come through. It wasn't there anymore. Just wall, solid, cold. I pounded on it anyway. The sound didn't echo, it absorbed. Behind me, the mirror rippled wider, stretching, inviting, hungry. He stood at its edge, still calm. "Most people don't get closure," he said. "You're fortunate." "I don't want to be archived." His expression softened slightly. "That's common." From the screens, I saw him upstairs check his phone, smile, respond to messages, schedule interviews, live seamlessly in the world I thought was mine. No glitches, no hesitation, no cracks. He didn't look haunted, he looked successful. The mirror surface reached my feet. It wasn't cold, it wasn't hot, it was absence. When it touched my shoes, they dissolved. No pain, just deletion. I tried to grab onto something. The metal desk, it phased through my fingers. I was losing solidity, losing ownership of matter. "You're sinking," he said again, like it was comforting. Then I heard something unexpected, voices from inside the mirror. Whispers layered over each other, familiar tones. My tone, arguing, questioning, panicking, dozens, maybe hundreds. Versions caught mid-sentence, mid-thought, mid-breath. They weren't asleep. They weren't erased. They were aware, stacked, stored, watching. The mirror swallowed my legs, then my waist. The hum turned into something almost like chanting, low, mechanical, structured. The screens flickered to show something new. Future timestamps, meetings I hadn't imagined yet, deals years ahead, growth charts skyrocketing, the company becoming massive, public, dominant. He would succeed because friction was gone, and I was friction. As my chest began dissolving into the surface, I understood the real horror. This wasn't random, it wasn't malfunction, it was infrastructure. Somewhere, something had built a system to test versions, keep the most efficient, archive the rest, not just for me, for everyone. Every building with a basement no one checks, every office with a locked door beneath it, every optimized person who seems slightly too polished. They won, because the messy ones disappear quietly. Only my head remained outside the mirror. He crouched down in front of me, eye level. "I'll take care of everything," he said, like a promise, like a threat. I looked past him to the screens one last time. Upstairs, he walked into a meeting. People shook his hand. He laughed. Perfect timing, perfect cadence. No doubt, no hesitation, no humanity in the places that mattered. "Do they all get replaced?" I asked. He paused. For the first time, he hesitated. "Only the ones who hesitate." The mirror reached my mouth. My words began distorting, echoing, stacking on top of themselves. I could feel the others inside, close, layered, watching me join them. And in the reflection, I didn't see him anymore. I saw another version behind him, sharper, more composed, watching him the same way he watched me, waiting. His smile faltered, just slightly. The hum shifted tone. He turned slowly toward the mirror, toward his own reflection. And for the first time, he looked unsure. That's when I understood. No version is final, only temporary. The mirror swallowed my eyes last, and everything went dark. I don't know how long it's been. Time feels compressed here, layered. I can still see through the surface, through screens, through reflections, watching him upstairs, watching him thrive, watching him glance occasionally at reflective surfaces. Mirrors, phone screens, dark windows, as if checking, as if worried. Because behind him now, there's another one, standing slightly out of sync, half a second sharper, half a second calmer, waiting for midnight. If you work in an office with a locked door no one talks about, if your building has a basement that doesn't match the blueprints, if you've ever felt like you're not quite aligned with your reflection, tell me something. When you look in the mirror, does it move at the exact same time you do? Or does it feel just a little bit ahead? Be honest, because if it's ahead, you might not be the one who stays.